Hi everyone, welcome back to Sashay Away with Barry. I'm in drag, not full drag because I did not shave. I didn't put foundation on. I just did a little touch up. I am wearing my boobs, and I was wearing heels, but I'm sitting at my desk now, so I'm not wearing heels because I'm sitting down. But I painted myself, and I did it because I've been doing a work from home series. If you follow me on Instagram at Sashay with Barry, you can go back and look at all of them. I've been dressing in drag as I work from home for my office. I don't sit in drag all day. This is not something that happens. I put it on usually during my lunch break and I take it right off and take a shower. But since I was doing it, I figured, why not make my video while I'm here today? I am dressed, obviously, for Valentine's Day, because that is coming up this Sunday. I got my heart earrings on. I got my roses on. I got my hair on. But here I am. But I'm really here to talk about Drag Race UK Series 2 and episode, whatever this is, I think it's episode 5. And this is the RuRuVision, yeah, RuRuVision, something like that. I wanted it to be RuRuVision, like Eurovision, but it's not, it's RuRuVision. And this is our first episode back from their sabbatical of 7 months. And so here we go. In the welcome back workroom, we got some animals. Ru called them the Brit crew coming in, and they came in these animal costumes, and the queens, well, I don't know if all the queens were upset that they were animals, but Taste was like, I'd rather see men. And there you have it. These were our animals. I thought it was really cute. Obviously, you can see I don't know if you can see it right now, but there is an animal head right behind me. I have 2 more on this other side of me. So I really enjoy these kind of animals. If you go back to my Instagram, you can find where I did that for Election Day. That's all the way back in November here. I did the animal heads dressed in my Biden-Harris t-shirt and some red, white, and blue pants. And it was a little triptych that I did, which was really fun. And I didn't have to put makeup on. So that was that. We have Ru in the workroom with this yellow wig on. I don't know if she's just trying to fit in with Bimini Bombulash and Ginny Lemon. We all know Ginny Lemon is not there anymore, but I guess she's just joining the fad of wearing yellow hair. Bimini's and Ginny's was obviously their real hair. This is clearly a bad wig. So there you have it. It's really, every time they flashed to her, it was just distracting to me because I wasn't sure why she was wearing it. But inside our animal suits are actually 3 of the queens that were eliminated: Joe Black, Cherry Valentine, and Estina Mandela. Obviously Ginny Lemon is not there. And Ru explains that's because she eliminated herself. And so they did not invite her back because she obviously didn't want to be there. I wonder if she's kicking herself now, that she could have had a chance to come back into the competition. We will never know unless she talks about it. I was excited to see Joe Black back in the workroom, and Cherry Valentine, because I was fans of theirs. Estina, great. Wasn't one of my favorites, but of course, bring her back. So the queens had to vote. The non-eliminated queens had to vote as to which of these queens they wanted to bring back into the competition. There were 7 queens that voted. 5 of the votes went to Joe Black and 2 went to Estina. No one voted for Cherry. I don't know why, although maybe they were voting for the person that they thought wasn't really going to be that much of a challenge to them. Although Joe Black, is the most popular one up there, so I don't know why they would think that. But she did get eliminated first. And if they knew what this challenge was, she was the right one to bring back, because this challenge was not made for her to do. I would have loved to see Cherry Valentine back into the competition as well, because I think she kind of got a raw deal and didn't deserve to go home that week. Plus, they gave her that crappy memory song to lip sync to, which was so bad. So I would have brought Cherry Valentine back, but that is just my opinion. On to the run. Well, we're not going to get to the runway. This is Ru on the runway. We're going to talk about the challenge once we get to the next set of slides. But this is RuPaul. She looks fantastic. She is all about showing legs in the UK, which I am here for. This wig is gorgeous. The outfit is cute. It's not spectacular, but it's cute on her. She looks like a Barbie doll, which I think is what the intention is. She is fully embraced the strappy shoe, which I am here for. I love a strappy shoe. Raven must be like dying over there because she hates when people wear strappy shoes. Or maybe Ru has changed her mind about them as well. So who knows? But I think she looks great in this. She looks super, her body is really, really great looking. Her face looks amazing. Thank you, Raven. And the hair is fantastic. Our challenge this week, as I said, is the RuRuVision Song Contest. We got some narration from Graham Norton because he is the voice of the actual Eurovision contest as well. And so what it was, the team, they had to pick teams, and the team captains were Joe Black, who was brought back, and Lawrence Chaney, who won the last challenge 7 months previously. And they got to pick their teams. And then they had to write lyrics to this song called Okay Hun, no, UK Hun, not Okay Hun, UK Hun. And they had to write lyrics, record it, and then lip sync and dance to it. We had our special guest judge of Emanike, who looked adorable. I don't think I put a slide in here of him, but I loved his, the outfit he wore for judging. You can go on Instagram and find it. I think World of Wonder posted it, as well as the Drag Race UK BBC posted it. Looked adorable. I loved the buns made out of his dreads and the cute little yellow dress she was wearing. It was way to go, Emanike. You looked great. Our first team named themselves the UK. Oh my God, I forgot the name of them. I don't remember it. It's on here somewhere, but it's the UK. I don't know. I've lost it. Anyway, it's Taste, Bimini Bom Boulash. Who's that other one? Ahura, and team captain of Lawrence Janie. And they're fine. Their looks are fine. I think Lawrence looks really funny in this, and she's a campy queen. She knows she can't sing or dance, so she was going to camp it up as much as she could. Bimini looks a little trashy, but that's kind of her thing. This wig she is wearing is terrible. Ahura looks fine. Taste looks fine. Yeah, they look good together. Their song was really good. Let's jump to it. These are some snapshots from the performance of their choreography, and they did really well. The song was fun. It's the one I'm going to download. Last time I downloaded both of them and I never listened to the one, so I'm just going to download the one I want. And that is this one, which I think was really, really successful. They were kind of the underdog team in my opinion, because I don't think any of them are singers at all. Taste can dance, Bimini can dance, Ahura can move. I wouldn't say she's a dancer. Clearly, Lawrence Chaney can't dance. None of them could really sing, so it was a lot of rapping, which is fine. Bimini tried to sing, but then turned it into her punk rock voice, which worked really, really well. So I think they did the best with the challenge because their lyrics were fun. They were about themselves, obviously. That's what they do lyrics for. But they made it each their own. They made it fit their own personalities, which really, really worked. Our second group was Banana Drama. And it consisted of Ellie Diamond, Sister, who came back with a completely new face and teeth, Tia Coffee, and of course, our returning queen, Joe Black. I wish someone would have given Joe Black a wig to wear because this little finger wave wig is not working for this challenge. She also wore a dress that we later found out was from H&M. I don't have a problem with that. I thought her dress was fine. I mean, I didn't think any of these looks were outstanding, except for Sister. I thought her dress was really cute and looked like something that Ellie Diamond would have worn. But Ellie Diamond basically wore a bodysuit with a skirt. There you go. Their song did not work. Their choreography did not work. And when they were in choreography rehearsal, it was going to be Tia Kopi and Ellie working together, but Ellie kind of took over and said, no, we have to do better. We have to do harder choreography. But when you're doing choreography, if you looked at the last group, they made it simple and repetitive because two of the queens, I guess Bimini can move, but two of the queens were not dancers. So you have to go with what your least strongest dancer can do. And in this group, it's obviously Joe Black. And Joe Black is not a dancer. She is a singer, but she sings in a very old cabaret style. So it's not this pop music. She did fine. It was just the choreography was too much. They kind of tried to hide her at points. They tried to make it campy by making it look like she was messing up on purpose. It didn't work. The whole thing didn't work. And for that, I blame Ellie Diamond for the choreography, if she's the one that really did the choreography for this, because she did not service her team well. And for that, I hold her at fault. There's no contest that Joe Black, this was not Joe Black's challenge. She was kind of just thrown into this. And it wasn't her week. That's all I'm gonna say. On the runway, our category was by the seaside. I don't know why they had to say seaside, but other than that, it's probably what they call it in the UK. When I hear that, I immediately think of Sweeney Todd. There's a song called By the Sea. And this is Bimini Bon Boulash giving us lace, lace, lace. With a parasol and a bikini bottoms. She's not wearing a top. We see her boy nipples. This is part of her, non-binary identity. And I think she looks great. The only thing is, I wish we hadn't seen the nude lace on her other look that she already did. Because to me, then that says it's the same, basically the same dress, just fully lace with some tulle trim on it. But I think she looks great. Her face looks beautiful in this. I tried to do a front and back shot of each one so we could see the whole look. There is one that I could not get a back shot because the queen never turned around. But I think she looks great. This would be a 2 for me. I just wish we hadn't seen that other one. The other dress, I think that she made herself for the design challenge, I liked better. This one is fine. It's just kind of a throwback to that to me. Next, we have Taste, giving her interpretation of a net with some shells in it. It's fine. It's nothing extravagant. She's not wearing that long straight hair, which made me happy. The hair that she chose actually works really good for it. I wish we could see it more in the front one, but I understand why we can't. But I wish there was just a little bit of volume on the outside to kind of, it looks like she's wearing a bus driver wig until you see the back of it. So it's very much of a mullet, but you can't really see the back of it from this front photo. I do love the idea of the whole bodysuit being of net, and then she has the train as well. She looks great. It's a 2. Next, we have Ahura giving us a bag of chips, of course, from the seaside. Her purse is a little salt shaker. Her headpiece is ketchup. The ketchup is pouring over into her hair. She looks fantastic. She designed this herself, she said, and it's smart because it could have just looked like a costume, but it actually has some style to it. So she did really, really well. I give her a 2 as well. Finally, from this group, we have Lawrence Janie, and she is giving us the life preserver realness. This is very, very smart. She made the headpiece out of the life preserver and then did this incredible vinyl dress in the orange with the silver, the reflective material from the life preserver, and silver shoes. It's a very, very thought out, concise look. It's smart. She looks great. The body she created is fantastic. I love that it says no diving on the back. She kind of did the upper part out of netting, which is really cool as well. This might be my favorite look from the week. A big, big toot for me. I thought she nailed this runway. but she usually does. From group 2, we have Ellie Diamond giving us a seagull in a itsy bitty teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. And to me, I love the idea of it. I don't love the makeup of it. I wish she could have done just a regular face without all the feathers on it. She could have done the nose prosthetic still. But I just want to see her face because to me, it almost looks like a mask. I know it's not, but that's what it looks like to me. And I don't want the queens wearing masks on the show. I want them to show me what their makeup skills are. And this might have been great makeup skills. You just can't see it. She loves this fun fur that she has now used multiple times. My favorite part of this was her shoes. She had webbed feet heels. I don't know if they were just covers that she put over her shoes, but they look like real like wedge heels, and I love that about it. Next, we have Tia Coffee giving us ice cream cone, which MNEK didn't realize it was an ice cream cone. It is a very melty ice cream cone with a cherry on top. For this to work, her skirt needed to be, I think, like a longer tapered pencil skirt, so it actually looked cone shaped almost. And the ice cream needed to be not so saggy. I think they criticize her because she doesn't show her shape or her legs. She's showing her legs off and they look great. So that's a big plus for her, but the ice cream needed to be up higher, I think. So maybe even do just like the cone as the whole dress and make your hair a big headpiece for the ice cream with the cherry on top. That could have been really cool. But to me, this looks like a store-bought costume. She's been criticized of that in the past. So there you have it. Not a great look for me. I'm gonna boot this one. Next is Sister Sister also giving us a bag of chips. Although her bag of chips does not look like a bag of chips, it looks like a bloody mess happening. The seagull is attacking her and it looks like she's bleeding from it with some maybe French fries sticking out the back. It's very poorly done. The big sacks of ketchup on the sides have no purpose. The ketchup on her actual skirt has no purpose. If you're going to be a bag of chips, be a bag of chips. You can hardly see it, but it is newsprint that she did. It's not as graphic as Ahora's. I don't know why she would do this, knowing that Ahora was going to be doing the bag of chips as well. Rumor has it, initially she had brought a different costume, which was a little red bikini, big boobs and hips, and she was going to kind of go as Pamela Anderson. And to me, that sounds like Pamela Anderson a la Baywatch, and I would have enjoyed that so much more than this because it's just done so poorly. But she changed it during quarantine, and this is what she came up with, knowing that Ahura had already brought the bag of chips outfit to wear. Maybe she thought everyone was going to change their looks, but this was a boot. Finally, we have Joe Black. She's the one queen I did not get a back shot of because she walked backwards down the stage when she was exiting, and so I didn't get to see it. So we have two front shots. This look is really cool. It makes sense for her. It's cute. I love these shoes, the windswept hair, the tickets blowing off to the side, all of the shit stuck to her from the wind. I think it's really, really smart, really good. We saw this wig. She was showing it to someone in the workroom on the very first episode. So I'm glad it came back and we got to see what it was actually for. It makes sense. Really, really great look on the runway. I give this a big toot. The only one that I really, really liked from this second group. And I thought it might save her from the bottom. But there you go. The winning group was obviously the first group. I did not write down the name of them, so I thought it was going to be on here. Someone comment and shout at me. I know you're all yelling right now because I don't know the name of this and I don't want to look it up in my phone because I'm lazy. But they all win repeater badges. I was trying to figure out who the winner of this group would be, and I really couldn't pick one other than I would probably have to go with the team captain, Lawrence Janie, but she's already got two. So they give them all a repeater badge, and now we have three new winners and one repetitive repeat winner, with Lawrence Chaney now having 3 badges, Ahura, Tace, and Bimini with 1 each. Estina, I think, is the only other person that has a badge. I think that's correct. Lawrence won, Estina won. Who won that second challenge? Oh, that was not Lawrence Chaney. It was Veronica Green, who we didn't even talk about. We'll talk about her at the end. The reason that we brought back a queen, obviously, is because Veronica Green is not there. So Lawrence Chaney is the only one with multiple badges, but we now have 3 other people that have a badge in the workroom as well. That brings us to our bottom 2, which is Tia Kofi and Joe Black. I don't fully agree with this. Joe Black was bad in the challenge, but had a great runway. Tia was great in the challenge, had a bad runway. I would have put Ellie Diamond there because I didn't think either of hers were great. And she kind of took charge of the team. I guess they put Joe Black in the bottom because she was the team captain and they lost. So, I mean, that makes sense. But we get Don't Leave Me This Way by the Communards. This lip sync was fun. Joe Black could move around in this dress, which made me very happy. She is a wacky queen. She projects an older queen, even though she is not that old. Her drag character is. So she kind of stuck to her guns and did what she did. So I didn't mind it at all. Tia Kofi did her kooky, wacky lip sync again. I fear for her being in the bottom one more time and try to do it because it gets old. Although the judges were cackling at it. She went back and went to do a big slide and Joe Black kind of slid right into her, which I thought was really funny. And then she did a fake death drop at the end. The winner of the lip sync, they called Tia Kofi, obviously, and we are saying goodbye once again to Joe Black. I hate when they bring a queen back and then send them home the same episode or the next episode. What's the purpose? Other than you needed another person there, I don't understand why we would do this. If you're going to bring them back, let them come back and let them compete. And I really wish Joe Black had stayed around because next week is a Snatch Game. But here is her mirror's message. I can't be bothered writing another message. I'm only capable of so many mirror messages and goodbyes. Bye again. See ya soon. Love, Joe. But like I said, next week is Snatch Game. Joe Black would have been amazing at Snatch Game. I would have loved to seen her character. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who she would have done. She probably would have done the Sunset Boulevard woman, Gloria Swanson, or Glenn Close, who she looks like. Glenn Close also played Gloria Swanson's character in Sunset Boulevard, the musical. So she could have done either of them, and it would have been a genius thing to do. Back to Veronica Green. So we lost Veronica Green, not because she was eliminated, but because she tested positive for COVID before coming back to the show. And so she couldn't come back. But they are giving her an invitation to come back for series 3, should that happen, which I think it has already been picked up. And they're planning on it starting to air at the end of this year. So who knows, they may be filming it for all I know. I haven't heard that they're filming it, but I know they were casting it. So she will probably, I'm assuming, be back for series 3. If you don't know, it's probably gone now because it was in her Insta story. Yesterday, she put in her Insta story that she created that Medusa headpiece herself. And it is amazing that she made that herself. It is all out of foam, so it didn't weigh very much, which made a lot of sense because it was enormous. And she paid homage to the person that wore one similar that she based hers on, but she painted the foam herself. It's literally all her. She said someone created the front piece to connect it to the actual headpiece that she created. So there you have that. Great job, Veronica Green. I hope you do come back for series 3. You impressed me very much this season, and I was not expecting that from you. So please come back. I'd love to see you on my TV again. If you don't come back for this season, I'm sure we'll see you whenever we get an All Stars international version, or when they start doing just combining them, because there aren't any more real all-stars from the US to have their own. Who knows? But I look forward to that. I'm looking at my eyelashes. They're kind of sagging, everyone. That's all I have to say. If you want to toot and boot along with the looks of this runway on my Instagram, just follow me at Sashay Away with Barry. They are going to be posted this evening, and then you have 24 hours to toot and boot them on the Instagram. And the results are put on my website, which is sashayawaywithbarry.com, where you can find all this content and more. There's several pages. If you're only interested in the UK, it is under the international tab on the website. So you can go right to that, or you can just look around and have a good time. There's lots of stuff posted, including my last drag show, which was all of the songs from the musical Six. You can watch that there as well. I believe that is in the drag news section of that. That's all I have to say. I'm going to get out of drag and take a shower and go back to work. So I will see you all again soon. We have another episode of US Drag Race tonight, and I am going to try to get that episode kicked out tonight and maybe posted tomorrow or late tonight. It'll be really late tonight, which will probably be tomorrow anyway. So I will see you then. Thank you all for watching or listening. If you are listening to this and want to watch and look at me, I'm in drag. You can do it on my YouTube page, which is BHBrown13. If you don't want to look at this, and I mean, really, I could not, I can't hold it against you if you don't want to look at this. You can just listen to it on any podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast, at Sashay Away with Barry. If you go to my webpage, sashayawaywithbarry.com, all of the links to them are at the very top of the page. You can find any of them to listen on. There you go. It'll take you right to the channel on your podcasts. That's all I have. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being safe out there. Wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands. Everyone take care of themselves. We are going to get through this pandemic. Whether it kills us all, I don't think it's going to. RuPaul did say it's the end of the world. And that's because we were in the middle of the heart of it right then and there. But we are going to get through this, and we will be back live and in person someday. I did talk about RuPaul going ape shit on the runway, and it's because I don't agree with it. I don't agree that she went after the H&M dress. Tia's costume, I think, was the worst thing on there, so I didn't care that she went after that because it was the worst. The H&M, I'm not a drag queen. I don't perform anywhere. We all know that. I like to dress up in drag. That is why my makeup is terrible. My dresses are store-bought, Amazon bought, thrift store bought. I don't make anything. I can embellish, but I cannot construct. I can if you give me a pattern, I can hand sew a dress in 3 weeks, sure. But it's not, I have a sewing machine. I don't use it very often. So I don't mind that she had an H&M dress. And I look at UK and I don't want it to be the fashion runway that the United States is. It's a different show, and that's what's endearing to me. I love that their fashion is not the emphasis. They are more emphasis on their talent and what they can do and what they can show you. It is changing this season, and I'm not a fan of that change. I'm rolling with it, sure, because we have to. I'm not going to stop watching it. UK is probably my favorite franchise right now after Thailand, which is no more. So I didn't agree with her saying that at all. It kind of made me mad. That's my last saying on this. I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna do a little get together with someone that I love dearly, and we're gonna compare the US and the UK. So we'll talk more about it then. But that's all for now. Thank you all for partaking, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Happy Valentine's Day.